Hi, I'm Van Phillips, European Tour winner and PGA coach, and in today's lesson we're busting more golf myths. Okay, huge golfing myth to dispel in this video, the takeaway. Now you can see I've put a club down on the ground here, and what we've all been told for many years, many decades in fact, by almost everyone, certainly every instructor that I ever went to see in search of better golf, always brought up something in my takeaway which they considered to be massively important, and which only through later research, trial and error, obviously personal experience of playing and seeing how it affected my results, I came to the conclusion that it's completely erroneous to good golf. Okay, so what we're all told, you can see I've put this club down here, is we're all told that in that takeaway it's really advantageous to get our shaft, when it's parallel to the ground like this, to get it absolutely down our toe line and parallel to our ball to target line, okay? We're basically all told that if we don't get it in that position, it's going to make it more difficult to hit the ball straight. Well, let me tell you, that's absolutely rubbish. And if we study all the great players through time, what we'll see is some of them are slightly outside that line, some of them are slightly inside, some of them are way outside, and some of them are way inside. Yes, we will find players that appear to get that club perfectly down their toe line, as we will with all of these myths. There'll always be somebody that fits the model, but it's not that somebody that we should all be aspiring to copy. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit two shots now in slow motion, and I'm going to exaggerate being outside, I'm going to exaggerate being inside, and I'm going to hit the ball on two very identical paths and lines with very similar curvature, and then I'm going to explain after why I was able to do that. Okay, please study those two swings very closely. You'll see the first swing, if you are able to stop it at the point where the shaft is parallel to the ground, you'll see that it's in this orientation. It's actually pointing to the left, it's outside the line. The second swing, you'll see it pointing to the right, it's way inside the line there. It's certainly not anywhere near down my toe line. Now, why was I able to hit both balls? They both, by the way, took off absolutely dead straight down my target line. Okay, sometimes I wouldn't execute them as well as that, but in that particular case they were both almost identical in their starting direction with very little curvature. Okay, so two pretty identical shots. Why was I able to do that? The reason I was able to do that is because instead of practicing something that's a waste of time, what I've practiced is I've practiced repeating the delivery position just prior to impact. That's what's going to affect where that golf ball goes, not what happens on the way back. What you need to do is you need to make loads of slow motion swings, regardless of whether you've got an outside or an inside takeaway. With a club on the ground like this, you need to rehearse bringing the club down and feeling like you get the shaft parallel to your toe line and parallel to that ball to target line that you've got on the floor there. Now, the more you rehearse that, the more you're going to start to create an awareness of a very neutral downswing path that will help you to deliver your club more down the target line. Now, that's if you want to hit a straight shot, okay, or give yourself a chance to hit a straight shot. If you'd like to move the ball from right to left, you can rehearse bringing that club down so that it points a little bit out to the right. If you prefer a fade, you can rehearse bringing that club down so that it points a little bit more to the left, but always referring to that pre-impact position, not the backswing position. The backswing position is completely irrelevant. The only thing a golf ball responds to is the impact factors. What's happening when the club hits the ball? Which direction is the club head moving in when it hits the ball? Which direction is the face pointing when it hits the ball? What's the angle of attack when it hits the ball? All these things going back, as we've seen from all the great players through time, have zero effect on where the ball goes unless you understand what's going on at impact. So please practice with a club on the ground like this, rehearsing your delivery into the ball. Don't worry about what's going on the way back. You need to understand where that shaft is in the delivery position just prior to impact. I hope you're enjoying these videos. As always, please head over to my website www.vanphillips.co.uk. There's an absolute library of information on there, articles and videos covering everything about golf performance based on my experience as a European Tour winner, playing with the best in the world, sometimes beating them, and also 35 years of research. I've worked with the biggest names in golf and I've drawn all of their knowledge and I've put it together in this package for you.